At the end of this video, you will know how to read a nutrition fact label, which is essential to count your calories. Hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm Dr. Mark. I am a German-born, US-based professor of food production. Last time I checked. I'm a scientist. I'm also a former athlete, although that is
a very long time ago.
And I'm also trying to become a YouTuber right now. One day I will have the crown of YouTubing. Anyways, I digress. Here's also a fun fact. I hate Nazis. I don't even know why I said this now. This is not why you're here, right? Nutrition fact labels. That's what we're talking about. Nutrition fact labels. Okay, so one way to find out how many calories you're consuming is to read and interpret nutrition fact labels. So that's not the only way, and it really doesn't work if you eat a lot out, but it's a good way to start. There are also tons of apps and websites out that will help you counting calories. And before you guys all complain, we will review those next week. But today, you will have to put on your thinking hat because this shit is important. For the rest of this video, you won't see my face a lot.
And some might say, wow, what a relief.
But you will see this nutrition label here. We will go through this piece by piece for you to understand what you're reading and how to interpret that, especially for your calorie intake. So we're focusing on calorie intake. Serving size. And that is really very critical. And that already can become very complicated. You see several measurements here. You see like 2 servings per container. You see 1 cup of a serving size, and then you see a metric measurement, which is 255 grams. For you to count the nutrition and especially the calories that you have per serving size, you should go with the metric measurement. The metric measurements is always the most accurate. So that is why I'm saying you should weigh or measure your food, at least at the beginning, that you have the best estimate of how many calories you're actually eating. Tina, you want to get out? I have to let the dog out. Talking too much for the dog. Okay, so you see the calories are printed very fat on this label. There's a reason for that. A lot of people in the United States are obese or overweight. And you remember, we always preach here, you have to be in a caloric deficit to lose weight. That is the reason why on the nutrition fact sheets, the calories are printed in really fat letters so that you know directly how many calories it has per serving size. At this point of time, right now, all you want to do is check the calories in the food that you're already eating. So let's practice. We'll give you one example. You just take out some stuff out of this container and it ends up to be 395 grams of that specific product. The first step is to take this and measure it on a scale so that you know how much you're actually eating. Again, there are apps that can help you and make it a lot easier for you, but we're going through the motions of the really groundwork, boots on the ground. This is how we're going to do this, okay? 255 grams have an energy of 220 kilocalories. That's what you know, because that's on your nutrition fact label. So what you want to know is how many kilocalories have 395 grams, because that is the amount you're going to eat. The simplest math you can do is to first find out how many kilocalories are actually in 1 gram of your food. 220 kilocalories divided by the 255 grams of your food will tell you how many kilocalories 1 gram of that specific food has. It's 0.86 kilocalories per gram. So 1 gram of this specific food has 0.86 kilocalories, okay? And you want to know how many calories are in 395 grams. So you're going to multiply your 1 gram, your kilocalorie per gram, with the amount of food that you are going to eat. And that will give you the amount of calories that you are actually eating in that moment, which is, in our case, it's 340.8, so 341 kilocalories. So one mistake that a lot of people do is to exclude certain things that can make all the difference between being in caloric deficit and being in a caloric surplus. And those are like drinks, especially sodas, sugary sodas, or juices, orange juice, apple juice, salad dressings, oils, snacks, cookies, condiments, syrups, honey. They all have calories. Some of them have a lot of calories. Ketchup. They have all a lot of calories. All the good stuff, you're going to have to count that as well. Do not forget this. So all the other nutrients that are on this list, they are very important. You want to avoid saturated fat, cholesterol, and sodium as much as possible. You want to look into dietary fiber, vitamin D, calcium, iron, potassium-rich foods. One thing that you want to look at is the percentage of DV, daily value. The percentage of DV is calculated based on a 2,000 kilocalorie average person. Okay, so that doesn't necessarily apply directly to you, but it's a good way to start. I would say go and try this out this week. We will be back next week talking about apps and websites that will help you counting calories. So, I guess that's it. No, wait. Advertisement. So, as you might have found out by now, if you follow this channel, is that we don't do any paid sponsorships. The main reason is we're way too small for that. You know, this is mostly a one-man show here. But we can advertise for our own book, and that is what we're going to do. The book that I'm writing right now is almost done, and it will be hopefully soon ready for pre-order. Yeah, it has a lot of information in it. It's already almost 150 pages long, and it will have some recipe ideas in it as well. You will learn a lot. Writing a book is a lot of work, so it will cost some money, but we're shooting for 10 to 20 bucks. Now you can apply the knowledge that you learned about nutrition fact sheets. Really focus on the calories first. We are going to talk about nutrition later. Don't panic. Just focus on the calories first. Do that as your first step. Make that a habit to count your calories. Make sure that you know how many calories the foods have that you're eating. Start your journey now. We will see each other next week. And if you like this content, subscribe to my channel. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. And I see you next time. I'm out.